All right. Woo. Okay, what? Seriously, go away. Touchpad. Go. No. Go away. Okay, seriously, what do I have to do to turn this stupid shit off? No, I don't. Okay. Oh, I know what chivalry is. This is such a waste of time. Hello, robot. Yes, scan my beautiful face. Ah. Oh, cool. I even get a trophy for that. Lovely meeting you. Okay. AR bots. Camera setup. Air hockey. This is so great. Woo, playroom. I love it. Oh no, I didn't want no. Don't give me the air hockey. No, I don't want it. Air bots. How do I just do just a normal thing? There we go. Is that okay? Is that okay? Please tell me that's okay. No, go away. Go away. Stupid robot. Yeah, I get it. I get it, the light. You know what? We're gonna continue this with the robot on the side. I don't even care. So, yeah. I don't think he goes away. That's okay. He can stay on the side if he wants. But whatever. So yeah, what is this? Petey, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. I always feel honestly kind of bad. Because I don't think I ever deserve it. But that's just me. You know, sometimes I just feel like I don't put an honest day, like an honest streamer's hard day's work kind of thing. So I never feel like I should ever be getting paid to do this, even though for any person doing this, this is a dream, right? So thanks, dude. Really, seriously. But yeah, this is the first time I'm doing this. This is kind of cool. It's so big though. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Oh, stop. You deserve it. I'm doing this because I believe in it. I believe in Captain Passion Man. Also because I'm impatient. Well, then I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. You're still gonna have to wait. I'm just being honest with you. Yeah. Sorry. But I'll save it. I will put that on the side. That will be just for you. That will be just strictly for Final Fantasy XIV. But I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Don't make me do it again. I don't want to make you do anything, Petey. But at the same time, I don't have it. I don't. That being said, it is on sale on Amazon. And that's the complete one, too. It's not just 14 or Heaven's Board. It's the whole thing, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's on sale right now. So, I don't know. That's neat. All right, so let's get this thing rolling. Somebody ask me something. I mean, it's only 10:07, but you might as well ask me a question, right? Something. Anything. Somebody ask me a question. La 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 la. I need a proper setup. I have a question. What is your favorite pie flavor? I want to say peach, but I haven't had peach in a long while, so I can't say I've remembered how it tastes like. So the next best thing I would say would be cherry. Cherry pie would be my favorite pie flavor. Yes. I think next would be like apple. Apple's a good one. Key lime. Key lime's also very good, but I think cherry's my favorite. Unless I have another peach one, and I remember what peach pie tastes like, besides peach. Mine would be pumpkin pie. Oh, okay, that's cool. Pumpkin pie. Oh, look, it's my game collection. Woo! Okay, you know what? Why don't I just sit right here? You guys can just gaze upon my PS3 game collection. Woo! You guys can gaze upon that. PD, I thought you had a question. What is thine question? Huh? Woo! Show us your games. There is a lot of games. Seriously, there's a lot. Holy crap. I can't read. Okay, give me a sec. Okay. Alright, so let's do this. I'm gonna name them from start to finish, okay? Alright, Pepsi? Okay. Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Aliens vs. Predator, Mercenaries 2, Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood, Guitar Hero Van Halen, Band Hero, Genji, Days of the Blade, Motorstorm, Darksiders, Yakuza 4, Battlefield Bad Company, Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition, My Sim Sky Heroes, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, Mind Jack, Alice Madness Returns, Nier, Little Big Planet 2 Game of the Year Edition, Resistance 3, Batman Arkham City, Lollipop Chainsaw, Mass Effect 2, Kane and Lynch 2, Battlefield Bad Company 2, Demon's Souls, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Homefront, The Saboteur, Yakuza 3, Transformers War for Cybertron, Turok, Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, Uncharted 2, Rage, Shell Shock 2, Hunted, Anarchy Reigns, The Orange Box, Far Cry 2, Fist of the North Star, Portal 2, Dark Sector, SOCOM 4, Conan, Valkyria Chronicles, Deus Ex Human Revolution, Lego Indiana Jones 2, Metal Gear Solid 4. Okay, now, next one. Sleeping Dogs, Mass Effect 3, Resident Evil 6, Tomb Raider, Street Fighter 4, Dead Space, Rainbow Six Vegas 2, Syndicate, Mugen Souls, Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, Doom 3 BFG Edition, Mafia 2, Wanted Weapons of Fate, Call of Duty Black Ops, Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition, Dead Space 2, X-Men Origins Wolverine, God of War 3, The Darkness 2, SSX, Rayman Origins, Dead Island, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty World at War, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Vanquish, Binary Domain, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Uncharted 3, Kingdoms of Avalor Reckoning, Metro Last Light, Rainbow Six Vegas, Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault, Transformers Dark of the Moon, Cross Edge, The Sly Collection, Wheelman, Infamous Collection, Turning Point, Split Second, Fallout 3, Twisted Metal, Final Fantasy 13, Just Cause 2, Lair, Time Shift, Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, Folklore, Devil May Cry 4, another copy of Uncharted 3, Condemned 2 Bloodshot. Okay. Alright. This is your fault. There's still 2 more rows, okay? 2 more rows. Lord of the Rings Conquest, Dead to Rights Retribution, Dynasty Warriors Strike Force, Fallout New Vegas, Grand Theft Auto 4, Never Dead, Duke Nukem Forever, Borderlands, Dark Void, Enslaved, Guitar Hero 3, The Walking Dead, The Cursed Crusade, Bayonetta, Max Payne 3, Brutal Legend, Bulletstorm, Burnout Paradise, Bioshock, Prison Break, Resident Evil 5, Sniper Elite V2, Call of Duty Ghosts, Bioshock Infinite, Bioshock 2, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine, Armored Core 4 Answer, Metal Gear Solid 4, well, that belongs to that, Prince of Persia, Rock Band, Splatterhouse, Blur, Red Faction Guerrilla, Heavy Rain, Stranglehold, Unreal Tournament 3, Tekken 6, Shadows of the Damned, Ghostbusters, Kanan Lynch, Lego Rock Band, Way of the Samurai 3, Lost Planet, Quantum Theory, Star Ocean The Last Hope, Little Big Planet, Ratchet and Clank Future, A Crack in Time, Pro Evolution Soccer, I don't know why I have that, Singularity, The Club, Oblivion, The Godfather 2, Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena. Okay. One more row. One more row. Okay, one more row. Final Fantasy 13-2, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix, Assassin's Creed Rogue, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, Two Worlds 2. I have a copy of Dream Club. It's Japanese, Complete Edition. Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Spec Ops The Line, The Darkness, oh I have an extra copy of The Darkness 2, Aliens Colonial Marines, South Park The Stick of Truth, Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13, Splinter Cell Blacklist, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Far Cry 3, Yaiba, Ninja Gaiden Z, Diablo 3, Saints Row the Third, Darksiders 2, Resident Evil Revelations, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Tales of Symphonia Chronicles, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Devil May Cry HD Collection, God of War Origins Collection, Killer is Dead, X-Blades, Deadly Premonition, Grand Theft Auto, episodes from Liberty City, Dead Space 3, DMC Devil May Cry, Tony Hawk's Project 8, Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 Full Burst, Skyrim Legendary Edition, Ecos Shadow of the Colossus Collection, Ni no Kuni, Little Big Planet Karting, Tales of Exilia, Eternal Sonata, Time Crisis Raising Storm, Alpha Protocol, LA Noire, Rogue Warrior, Fear 2, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, X-Men Destiny, Red Faction Armageddon, Dark Souls, Haze, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed, 50 Cent Blood on the Sand, Batman Arkham Asylum, Assassin's Creed Revelations, Brothers in Arms, Soul Calibur 4, Saints Row 2, Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, Rise of the Argonauts, Resistance 2, and Resistance Fall of Man. So, there you go. That is my PS3 collection. So, yeah. Whew. I need to read some of these comments. Convulses, puts gun to head. Oh my god, this was a mistake. A terrible mistake. Revives after nuns is mentioned. Rolls over in grave. So, yeah. That's my PS3 collection. I may have missed a game or two, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So, yeah. That's a lot of games, huh? I have some pretty cool ones, too. What is this? So, I have a copy of Saints Row 2. It's signed by Yuri Lowenthal, as he played one of the main villains in it, which is pretty cool. And, where's my copy of Far Cry 3? Oh, here we go. And, my copy of Far Cry 3 is signed by the guy who plays as Voss. I have a signed copy. It's pretty cool. Actually, this weekend is a fan expo, and I think I want to go see Troy Baker and have him sign maybe my Far Cry 4 or my Last of Us. I haven't decided which game I want him to sign. Oh, and Kev, I did it again. I think I covered it all this time. Don't check it now, though. Don't waste Q&A time. But I do have a question. What is your favorite game moment? Favorite game moment? Well, I don't know if it's my favorite game moment, but it's definitely one of my favorite gaming moments. I thought that the first time I played BioShock, the reveal when you reach Andrew Ryan's office, that kind of blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, like, the fact that, I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but that was a pretty surprising shocker. I honestly couldn't believe it. I was pretty blown away by that. I'm trying to think, what else? What other games really shocked me? Last of Us didn't really shock me very much. Yeah, that was epic. Yeah, no, it was definitely great. Trying to think, what else? Oh, a very early one in my childhood was playing Pokemon Silver. That was amazing. When I had beat the Elite Four for the first time, and then you teleport back into your hometown, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, I can surf now. So let me surf on this little pond that's in my hometown and see where it leads. And then all of a sudden my young, like, teenage brain just blew up when all of a sudden I appeared in Vermilion City. And then that's when I realized, like, holy shit, I'm back in Kanto, and I can fight all the gym leaders, and they all became super good. And then to find out that Red was the final boss, that was amazing. But I did know about Red early on, because I remember going to an electronics boutique when I was really, really young, and for whatever reason they were selling a Japanese strategy guide for Gold and Silver before the game even came out. And I was just flipping through it, and I'm like, wait a minute, this looks like your character. And he had like a Snorlax, an Espeon, a Pikachu, a Blastoise, a Charizard, and a Venusaur. And I was like, oh my god, it's Ash. Even though it's not Ash, it's Red, but it was cool enough. I was really happy to find that out. Yeah, that was probably, yeah, definitely one of my biggest gaming moments. But yeah, when I found out how big the game really was, it was like a whole new world. After the initial game, the post game was really good. I have a copy of Soul Silver, and I'd love to play it, maybe on my downtime. But I'm doing the movies right now, so watching movies, taking a little bit of a break, watching too many horrors like back to back to back to back. It gets a little straining. It gets kind of tiring. But that's just me. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay, questions? Any other questions? But yeah, I read your question, Petey. Thank you again. Stabs Pepsi with adrenaline. Yeah, Pepsi, you're the one who wants this. You're the one like, come on, Kevin, do the Q&A. And now I'm doing the Q&A, and you're just kind of, was your mind blown with the PS3 collection? You haven't seen nothing yet, okay? I'm telling you right now, if you see my PS2 collection, your brain will not. You think the PS3 collection's big? You haven't seen the PS2 collection. Do you have a penny for Steam? I have lots of pennies for Steam. Why, Pepsi? Are you using a Steam card? Is that why? Oh, that's right, because you don't have a credit card, do you? Because you're not old enough to have a credit card. Oh, man. But I haven't used my Steam in ages. He's a penny short for chivalry. Shit. Yeah, because my I hardly use my laptop. I don't even remember the last time I logged into, wait, of course you do? You do? Well then friggin' get on it. Get yourself the penny. Go download Chivalry. I heard it's very good. Be cool if it was on PS4, then I can troll people and shit and just kill them and stuff. That'd be fun. I'm still waiting for that zombie game that's coming on PS4. What the hell is it called? It's a first-person shooter, I forget. Hey, how awesome is Naruto? Naruto is sorta awesome. I'm kidding, it's very awesome. That being said, it's been like over a month and we haven't gotten a chapter 11 for Naruto Gaiden. I don't know why. I don't think it's supposed to stop at chapter 10. Maybe they wrote themselves into a wall and they're like, shit, we don't have any new material. Let's take a few weeks off. And can you try doing Itachi's voice again? I did it before. It's basically how it's just Crispin Freeman who's just like, Sasuke. It's just really deep. I can't even do it. It sounds more like Batman. Sasuke. Oh my god, that's so stupid. Wait, let me just put this back. But yeah, come on. Come on, guys. Give me the questions. It's already 10:24. I can't believe it. I just looked at it like a minute ago. It said 10:07. It's been like almost 20 minutes. So keep the questions coming. Come on. Ask me, ask me, ask me. It said 10:07. It did say 10:07. Now it says 10:25. Favorite RPG? But then you read your game collection. That's a good point. Favorite RPG? I want to say Final Fantasy IX. But to be fair, I never finished Final Fantasy IX. I came really close. I stopped at the quote-unquote 4th disc. I do have it on my PS3, so I may go back to it. But I have a PlayStation TV now, so I probably would end up playing it again. But I'll play it through my PlayStation TV, because just in case, you know, heaven forbid the Vita goes on sale, then it would be cool to have a save file on the PS TV, so then I could take the memory card and put it on the Vita and play it on the go. But that's thinking really far ahead. But other than that, Final Fantasy IX I really like. I want to say that's my favorite, but there's a lot of good ones. Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, Pokemon, whatever. It's an RPG. I love Pokemon. You know what? Maybe Pokemon, because that one combined, I've probably played like 500 to 700 hours, which compared to most other people, that's nothing. But we'll see. Oh well, I'm not a big fan enough. Oh hey. Here's a good question. Favorite Persona waifu with detailed explanation. Okay. This is just from what I heard. And whatever little information I have. And this is strictly going from looks, too. I will say Chie. And the only reason why is because she's very tomboyish. She's kind of like that kind of gamer girl type kind of chick that, you know, that's the kind of person that I would want to hook up with. Not hook up. You know what I mean? Like actually end up being with. And she has short hair, which again, I have a short hair fetish, so yeah, she gets points just for that. But recently, I've been liking Marie. But I will say, Petey, that I can't give very detailed explanation because I've never played Persona 4, right? Like, I don't have Persona 4 Golden. I have the PlayStation TV now, but I don't have Persona 4 Golden, so until I actually play the game, I don't know if I would end up, that's cool, cough, Naoto cough. Well, hey, okay, if I play the game and I end up liking Naoto, then fine. I mean, Naoto has short hair too, which is already points in my book, but I don't know, because I've never played the game, so I don't really know their personalities. My cousin, Jeff, and that's who I'm going with to Fan Expo this weekend, and that's whose bachelor party is this Sunday. He's a Yukiko fan. He loves Yukiko to death. Oh my god. His fiance always gets kind of jealous because he has like a little trinket on his car and like posters and shit. Well, no, sorry, not posters, but he wants to look for some Yukiko paraphernalia in Fan Expo this Saturday. Actually, Fan Expo started just today. It's a 4-day event. Started already on Thursday today. But yeah, until I play Persona 4, I can't really give a 100% answer. My answer may change. It may not be Chie anymore, but you know, just for personal taste. Yeah, I understand. I have models of the Persona 4 cast, girls included. Well, I kind of assume that. In different costumes. Do you have like a Naoto shrine in your closet? For no specific reason. Okay, Pepsi, question. Pepsi, question. So if I end up doing this on Monday, this coming Monday, when I do a bonus stream, be sure to like write down like a shit ton of questions. Write tons of questions down so that like I can answer them, because like it's already 10:30. You guys got half an hour left. Favorite soft drink? Okay, so there is. Oh, be careful with the answer since my name. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I like to drink Pepsi. No, actually, I don't really like Pepsi. No, my favorite. Okay, it's a tie. It's a tie between Orange Crush or C+, whatever, just Orange Pop, and root beer. I will say that Barks is my favorite. A&W's okay, but yeah, it's between Orange Pop and root beer. Those are my favorite. I'd say distant second is, well, not distant second. I'd say like second is like something like ginger ale. I'm sorry, Pepsi. I'm actually more of a Coke fan myself, and unless we get it would be funny if someone with the name Coke just joined the stream. Because unfortunately, yeah. Favorite late night snack? See, that's hard, dude. Because to be perfectly fair, it's whatever is available. And I mean that because like right now, when this stream ends, I'm just gonna eat some leftover shepherd's pie, which was dinner for tonight. I'm gonna be eating some of that, or the rest of that. I will say though, I'm a big fan of ordering pizza at late night, so I probably will say pizza. Sometimes my mom's like that too. She'll be like, Kevin, I'm hungry, let's order pizza. It'll be like 11 or 12 at night. We're like, okay, fuck it. You know, we'll go with pizza. Favorite late night snack. Otherwise, it's basically whatever's available. If it's chips, great. If it's popcorn, great. If it's dinner, great. Frozen patties, fine. Pizza pockets, sure. Things like that. Yeah. Pepsi's so devastated. He's like, hey, you don't like Pepsi? Oh my god. Oh, bruh or no bruh? No bruh. I don't talk like that. I don't think I've ever said that word in my whole life. So I'm gonna say no. No. No, bruh. Come on, ask me some questions. Like, ask me like some really serious questions. Or anything. But bruh. But yeah, come on. You guys, Pepsi was pushing for this. You guys better be ready for Monday with more questions. You want me to ask you a very serious question? Well, if you say so. Well, just like more. Give me more. Ask me shit. Oh, for God's sake. Who are you most likely to vote for in the coming election and why? Who's even running? I don't even know. Because I don't give a shit. It's not gonna affect me. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. So, Donald Trump recently said that he was trying to run for presidency, but also Kanye West during the MTV VMG, whatever, the Video Music Awards, VMAs. Well, okay, yes, Pepsi, yeah, okay, yes. I do know that it will affect... Okay, I forgot. I was thinking about the states. But who would you choose between Donald Trump or Kanye West as president? No, I wouldn't go for Kanye. I'll go for Donald Trump. He seems a little bit more responsible. I'm sorry, Kanye is gonna abuse the shit out of his power. I mean, even though it's not really the president that called the shots. I mean, let's be real. No. Kanye would... If Kanye becomes president, Petey, move to Toronto, okay? Move to where move to where Pepsi and I live. Because Pepsi in real life, he actually only lives maybe only an hour away from me. Which is so mind-blowing the first time I found that out. That's pretty cool. Kanye would wreck the shit out of everything. The shiz out of everything. But, to answer your question, Pepsi, honestly, I wasn't even paying attention to Toronto's, or Canada's, election. I don't care. I will say, though, I've always been an NDP fan. I don't go liberal, I don't go whatever, I don't go conservative, I always go NDP, so that'll be my answer. I always vote NDP. That's just me. I like the direction that they're going. And that's a serious answer, by the way. I'm not being stupid or anything. That's not being funny or a joke. I didn't vote last year because I didn't get my ballot. I didn't get my ballot slip. Otherwise I would have voted. But yeah, that's who I go with. Politics is about who lies the best. Yeah, there you go. I mean, most people go for liberal/conservative because, you know, working class. Or it best suits the general amount of people, you know. So yeah, so that answers that question. What else? I wonder if you could change the music on this player with like... It's like, come on. Maybe I could play like something in the background, like some... I don't know. Something. If you could tame any mythological animal, what would it be? Greek myths only. Oh, that's a good one. That's actually a good question. If you could tame any mythological animal. Wait, what? Sorry. Any is omitted now? Wait, what? Wait, what are you saying, Pete? I don't get it. What do you mean, any is omitted now? Oh, okay, anything else. Because I said Greek only. Okay, so Greek only. Greek. Mythological animal. Or monster. I'm going to assume animal / monster. Well, the first thing that comes to mind, and this is because I really like Disney's Hercules, the first thing that comes to mind is the Hydra. I've just always liked it. It's a great concept. You know, like a multi-headed dragon snake monster that grows more heads when you slice them off. That to me has always been really cool. Actually, I would love to get like a really good Greek mythology book and just read it, because I find that shit really interesting. It's got a really I like it. It's really interesting. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Would be the Hydra. I'm trying to think what else. Wouldn't it be fun to go like tame a Medusa? Except like maybe wear some sunglasses or something. I don't know if that works or not. Probably not, but whatever. But yeah, I think I'll go with Hydra as the one that I would tame. Hydra, I choose you. I totally tame Cerberus. You know what? I can't believe I completely forgot that. Cerberus is pretty cool. He'd be my best. He'd be my big fiery friend. Aww. Alright. Pepsi. Questions. Or PD questions. More. Give me more. It's 10:40. I have 20 more minutes. Unfortunately, Erin can't come today. Guess she's busy. That's okay. She's busy with other stuff, other important stuff. What is your best piss drunk story? The best story is none, because I've never been piss drunk. Sorry. I told you, I'm not allowed to drink. I have gout. I can't drink. That being said, I can drink, and I can drink a lot, but I'm not allowed to, so can't. Oops. Actually, my friend, he's inviting me to his apartment tomorrow. I told him I'd drink, but I'm kind of thinking I don't want to. And the only reason is because I had a bit of a slight gout flare-up for the last 2 days, and alcohol is the #1 cause for gout flare-ups, and I don't want to risk it, because if I get a gout flare-up, I'm going to be out of... I am literally going to be out of work for a week. So I would avoid that. Oh well, in that case, how about a juicy story, like embarrassing? Embarrassing? Embarrassing story. I have tons of embarrassing stories, but I am not going to say it on this stream. I'm not. I'll tell you like in party chat, but I am not saying it here. Not for the world to see. No. Well, let me think. Maybe there is some. I'm just trying to think. Embarrassing. It's more like embarrassing moments, but not really like, I wouldn't say like a really juicy story. It's just doing little stupid things. How about a funny story? You know, I don't really feel like I live a very interesting life. Now that I think about it. Funny story. Oh, okay. Okay, here. This is also embarrassing and funny. Okay, so back in high school, grade 12, creative writing class, our teacher, I think his name is Mr. Landry. So he was telling us like story structure, right? So he's like, you know, the simple rules like this is how your story begins, how it ends. Any good story knows how it starts, how it ends, and then he's just showing like the different levels, right? He's just showing like the different the structure, and then he gets to the climax. So he says like, here's the thing, and here's the climax, and then whatever stupid reason, I don't know why, but I chuckled in class. I was like. And then he turned around, he went like, and oh my god. I'm not the kind of person that makes scenes in class. I'm very quiet and reserved and shy and shit. But he called me out on it, and I didn't get in trouble, but he was just kind of like, whoa, what's so funny? It was like, friggin' climax? And then the next day, he was, you know, of course, it's next day, more creative writing, right? And then the moment he said like, oh, okay, so here we go, and then here's the climax, and then he turned around and said like, oh yeah, Kevin, climax, you'll like this. And then everyone just starts looking at me, and for me, for a person that doesn't like to stand out in class, that was quite embarrassing. And people didn't laugh, they chuckled as well, but yeah, that was that's just one. that was just kind of a funny / embarrassing moment. That's nothing compared to the really juicy shit. That's no one can know that. I did that all the time. I totally feel you. Oh boy. No, that was fun. Alright. Questions. What do you think about the world at large? Maybe you could be a little bit more specific. Can you be a little bit more specific? That's like rather broad. Like in North America, in other parts of the world, a certain subject. How do you feel about the state of the world? I think we prioritize really weird things. Like Kim Kardashian or Taylor Swift or cell phones. I think it's kind of weird. I think we should be focusing on other things. like they say, for instance, like people are complaining about, ooh, Taylor Swift, her new music video. It's kind of like going back to like this African colonization shit. And it's like, guys, why are you getting mad at her? She didn't make the video. Go complain to the music video director. You know? There's just... North America in general, I think, has its priorities all messed up. We focus on things that doesn't really matter, you know? Like say Twitter. I don't care for Twitter. I don't have it. I tried it once, posted once. I didn't give a shit. I don't think anybody's really important enough to follow every moment. Oh my god, everyone has to know that I had a tuna casserole for lunch. Oh my god. Everyone is white in that video, so people are calling it racist. People like to complain. People do like to complain. I'm even complaining. Except I'm complaining for her, you know? Like give her a break. It's not her fault. You know? Sheesh. You know, it's not a big deal. But yeah. That's how I feel anyway. You know, the world's just kind of prioritizes some really weird shit. People are like, there's other things to worry about, and this is dating advice from the Passion Man. Oh my god. Well, how do I put this? Okay, first of all, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never even been on a date. That's kind of embarrassing, isn't it? I've never quote-unquote been on a date. I thought I was, but I guess that didn't really fly. That being said, because I've never actually been in a relationship. No. But this is coming from experience from a person who has many, and I mean a lot, of girlfriends, but not a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I have lots of female friends. I will say what I think they find in me is that I'm like I'm very approachable, you know, I'm very understanding, I listen, I'm a good listener, I talk, you know, and people find like I'm good, like I'm able to like relate to them and stuff, so if anything, I'm very good with communication, you know, and that's very important, you know. Communication is very key. I've been talking with a friend all day today, actually, and I think what she values is that she has someone who she feels that she can relate to, and someone who, you know, is very understanding, non-judgmental. So bottom line is, just be a very sort of empathetic, understanding, good listener, communicator. Because I used to do that. I used to work on I know PD knows this, but I used to do a helpline service. If Pepsi, do you know where Whitby is? Because that's where I used to do my helpline volunteer work. I did that for over a year. So I'm very good at talking and listening. That's very good. And I mean, of course, have an interest, like, have something in common with her, you know, like, whatnot. And I want to say be yourself. I know that's very cliche, but I think that if someone cannot accept you, like, say, if a woman couldn't accept me for, like, doing this, like Twitch and games and anime and whatnot, if she didn't like it, that's fine. But if she was accepting and she didn't mind, then that's okay. But if she didn't like it at all, then that's obviously someone who I couldn't be with. That's pretty neat. Did you enjoy your time being a helpline guy? It was. It was actually very enjoyable. I actually, it's not what people think. You know, it's not like every other call is a suicide call. Very, very few times throughout that year and few months have I ever actually gotten a suicide call. I think I told Pepsi that in my time, I probably dealt with maybe just half a dozen. or I had to talk some people down from that state. And honestly, it's not as stressful as people would think. The real key to being a helpline worker is having one thing and one thing only, and that is being empathetic. If you don't have empathy, and what I mean by that is if you don't know how to put yourself in someone else's shoes, if you don't know how to feel like other people feel, then you can't do it. Like, you can't. That's the key. And then after that, you just get trained. Like, when I got trained, it was just 2 one-day weekends, so like a Saturday and then the next Saturday. And then they use those 2 days to decide whether or not you have potential to be a helpline worker. And then after that, they just train you, which is a few extra weeks. But it was a lot of fun. It was really rewarding. Do you think if someone led you on for a long time, ruined your life for a while, you should try to be friends again? Do you think if someone led you on for a long time, ruined your life for a while? Well, I mean, how do I answer this? Well, I'm gonna tell you that I asked someone who I cared about very much, and this person wasn't ready to be in a relationship. She wasn't very clear with her answers, and she realized that she was being very unfair with me. And it did hurt. You know, it hurt quite a lot. I can't say that she ruined my life. She didn't ruin my life at all. If anything, she made my life better. And I'm still getting through it, but I am friends with her still, because she really is a great person. But yeah, I'm trying to move on, trying to find other people out there. But she is someone who I still care about very much, and if she was ready, maybe we could give it another try. But to be perfectly honest, that's just me. I read up a lot of articles, seeing people's forums, seeing a lot of videos, and people have they have reasons to be friends and they have reasons not to be friends. I will tell you this, Petey. This is the best answer I can give. While it is good to hear people's advice and questions and watch videos and read articles and go to forums and ask other people and friends and family and all that shit, I personally found that to be very overwhelming, because there's always someone who's going to tell you why you should do it and why you shouldn't do it. And that's basically done out of like some kind of bias. You know, it's not objective. It's always going to be a subjective answer. So the best way I could say is use those as a guideline, but ultimately the only person who can choose is you. You're the only person who can determine whether or not it's good for you. Because there really is no right or wrong answer. Okay? Like, try to think of it like that. There is no right answer, there is no wrong answer. There is just an answer. But you have to be prepared for what's going to happen, whether it be good or bad, depending on the answer you choose. And that's the only way I could sum it up. It has to be your choice, and you have to be able to live with it. You have to be happy with your choice. I wouldn't be able to work there. I don't feel many emotions unless it's something serious. Well, it's not for everyone, you know. I totally get it, Pepsi, you know. And I'm not saying you're some kind of, and I don't want you to feel like you're some kind of heartless bastard or something. It's just, you know, it's not for everyone. But I'm just saying, it's not very difficult either. It's not easy, but it's not hard. I think a lot of people get that misconception. But it's actually very easy. And to be fair, when you're doing helpline work, you're not actually talking to them per se. You're not giving advice. So remember that. You're not giving those people advice. The only thing you're doing is reverberating what they're saying. So if they're angry, you basically just tell them from, I can tell that you're very angry right now. Because we're not supposed to be giving advice. In a way, a helpline worker is very much like a psychiatrist. I'm not saying that I'm a psychiatrist. I'm just saying the steps and the things that you do are very similar to that. The only difference is that I don't get paid. I don't get paid to be a psychiatrist or to be a helpline worker, sorry. Why is love so difficult? So strange. I don't know, dude. I like to think that I'm a catch, but not everyone sees it. Not everyone sees the good qualities, And you know what, PD? Maybe it's because people just find the wrong person. They don't find the right person that wants something simple. But I guarantee you, because I have a couple of dating profiles, there is plenty of people out there that are looking for it. I don't think they're gonna fool you with any bullshit. They're just gonna be like, yes, they see something they like, they go for it. I think people who play games and whatnot, they're obviously after something else, or they're screwing with you or whatnot. Welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the club. It sucks. It's because us three guys are too good looking that it's off-putting to women. That has to be it. You know what? I like your answer, Pepsi. That's a very good answer. And you know what? We're going to end at this high point because it's 11 o'clock. So we're going to end it with the three of us stud muffins being too good for all those women out there. The women that said no to us. But yeah. So let's just end it. Wait. Okay, wait. What's going on, PD? What's going on? I'm still here. Don't worry. You gotta check my second magic. I gotta see your head explode. Please, okay. Give me a moment. Boom. I'm the king. Bazinga. You know, when I started doing YouTube, you know, I had just seen it from just a random video. My friend was telling me about this guy. His name was Proton John, and you know, I saw his video randomly one time, and I loved it. You know, so I went to YouTube, and I prepare for a long, heartfelt speech. Shut up, Pepsi. So I got really addicted to it because I thought he was hilarious. I had never seen anything like that before in my life. It was really cool because like I'm always a backseat gamer when I'm always with my friends. I like watching them play games, and then I just watch, just have fun with it. But I had never seen this before, where someone would create videos and post them up online, especially games that would make them upset. And what Proton John played was he basically would play like Kaizo Mario World, which was a Japanese ROM hack of Super Mario World, but it was like a really hard ROM hack. And it was like the funniest thing I'd ever seen in a long time on YouTube. So, one thing led to another, and I watched other people like Azure Blade 49, Cloud 8745. Sorry, Aaron, if I got that wrong. And then something snapped, and I was like, you know what? I want to try this. I want to try and make videos, right? And eventually, I think what took the longest wasn't making the videos. It was coming up with some name for myself. And one year, I had a very failed Naruto cosplay in Anime North. It didn't turn out very well. But I was like thinking, what could I do to half-ass this cosplay? So I was like, wait a minute, why don't I get and then it hit me like, I was thinking about South Park, that episode with Terrence and Phillip with Ugly Bob, and Ugly Bob had like a paper bag for a face, paper bag covering his face. I was like thinking, why don't I just have a paper bag over my head while I wear the Akatsuki uniform? And then it just sort of went like UglyKatsuki, UglyKatsuki, and then I just dropped the A and I ran with UglyKatsuki. And yeah, and then I started doing videos. I started doing like anime reviews, but that dropped because I used anime footage, and that was a big no-no with YouTube, so that didn't fly very well. But yeah, and then of course I met Petey, who didn't go by Petey during that time. He went by that stupid, whatever the fuck you call that name. It's too confusing, Petey, I swear to God. The Petey Piranha is way easier to read. But yeah, and he first came in through my Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm videos. And, and he would pop in every now and then, and he used to do his own videos himself, but only a few. He didn't do too many, but I did watch them, and they were fun. The last ones that are still up on YouTube are his Paper Mario videos, and so, but YouTube was fun, I'm still doing it up till now, but Twitch has become like a new passion of mine, and the thing with it is, I had a friend, his name's Mark, and one day, maybe late last year, early this year, he came over. It's been the first time I had seen him in so many years, like maybe over like 15 years or so. And we really hit it off once we started finding common ground, like in video games and anime, right? And then, I'm showing him my PS4, and then we're like, holy shit, like, I had Outlast, and he's like, let's stream it. And I'm like, okay, we'll stream it, And that same night, we got like 4 followers, and we were like, holy shit, like, this is awesome. It was a nice rush. It was a rush to get like good reactions from people and people interacting with me, and I loved it. And I made that my New Year's resolution, that I would take Twitch seriously. I would make I would make a schedule and I would stick to it. And here we are now. Started in January. We're here in September now. It's been 9 months. And I have like over 100 followers now. Granted, it's mostly you guys who follow and still stick with me up till now. And I truly appreciate it. And then, for whatever stupid reason, you, Petey, started donating for whatever reason. I'm gonna eat. I'm just finishing up here. And he just started donating for whatever reason. Once I just figured, you know what the hell not, you know. So I put the link. I made the account, put the link on my channel, and yeah, and then one thing led to another, and this crazy son of a bitch starts donating to me. And don't get me wrong, like, I love it. I absolutely love it. You know, it's always been a person, any Twitch streamer or YouTube maker. It's always been something for them to get paid for it, you know, whether it be through ad revenue or through donations. And I can never really explain it, and I don't want you, Petey, to think that, like, I don't want you to feel like I'm taking advantage of you, because that's not my intention. You know, I'm just, you know, I'm just being honest, right? Like, I don't have the money to pay for the games that I stream. All those games that are behind you, those games right there, those are cheap games. Very few games on that shelf, those PS3 games, were paid with full price. I'd only say maybe half a dozen, maybe 6 or 7 games were paid full price. All of those games are 20 and below, maybe some 30s. One of them was even free, the Pro Evolution Soccer. I just got that just as an extra free game. And I come from very humble beginnings. I came from a poor family, and I had to work for what I got. I had to work for those. I had to. My dad, when I was really young, he was like, "You can ask anything for me for Christmas, Kevin, but don't ask me for a PS2." And when he told me that, I didn't get sad. I understood, you know, he didn't have the money, or he didn't have the money. So I made it a personal mission to buy myself the PS2. So I saved up my money for an entire year as a kid. And when I got the money, I bought it myself, and it was like the most rewarding thing I had ever done for myself at that time. Was buy myself a PS2. And it was really great, you know. But growing up, it wasn't until I started, you know, working a little bit during university that I had more extra pocket money to spend on stuff. But even then, like right now, like very little money. Like I'm even getting paid tomorrow. Very little of it is actually coming into my own pocket. You know, I see very little of that money. And I'm not trying to say that I'm poor, because I'm not. I dug myself out of being poor, and I took my mom with me. She lives with me in this apartment, and I take care of her. I pay the bills. I pay like the television, the internet that I use to stream and stuff. I do that. I work a job that isn't always the greatest job in the world, because there was a time where I lived with my dad for a year, and I would visit my mom on the weekends. And And every Sunday, she would walk me home, or she would walk me to the bus stop. Sunday is when families are supposed to just come together, have a good Sunday dinner, and relax before the working Monday. And we weren't like that. She had to bring me to the bus stop, and I had to wave goodbye I had to wave to her, and she had to walk home by herself, you know? But, yeah, so she and I had to put up with that for over a year, and that was a really tough time, because I had never been really away from home, because we're very close. But that's just the reality of things. That's what happens when you don't have money. That's what happens when you do what you gotta do. You gotta like dig deep, and you gotta go, and you do what you gotta do. You gotta work your ass off, and I've been doing that for a few years. Until 2 years from July this year, I finally got asked full time, you know, and it was amazing. You know, it was for a job that I didn't want, but I knew what it meant when I got the full time. It means that I could bring her with me, and we wouldn't have to be alone anymore. So that was great, you know, and I put up with a lot of shit so that we could be together, and and she and I got rid of each other's debts, you know. I got rid of my school debt, I got rid of her debt, and she, you know, we both did, and now we're on top of the world, you know. I may not have a lot to show for it, you know. I live in a shitty apartment that has cockroaches. Not so much now, knock on wood. We don't have a car, but we're looking for a home, and we're saving money, and we'll eventually get our own. I'll be a first home owner, and we'll eventually get a car, and our future looks really good. But this Twitch thing, it's just a hobby. I never expected for it to ever get as far as it did. And there were definitely days where I thought like giving up, you know. There were times where I would get a huge influx of followers, especially during the Far Cry 4 year. I would stream it, I'd get like 10 followers in one night, which was great. And then I sort of plateaued, and you know, it stopped, and part of me was thinking about stopping, not because of money, but because like you want people to watch, and people who would be following, they weren't very frequent. They would pop in once or twice, and then that was about it. But you know, Pepsi, you, Petey, Walrus, Brad, D-Man, and a whole bunch of other people. Gypsy, I know you don't really come on so often anymore. Midget, I know you guys are busy with your own games, and that's cool. Chaos, of course. Chaos, Tetsujin, Dave, Adam, my best friends. You know, you all have been so supportive of me, you know, and I can't thank you guys enough. And Petey, I don't know what you see in me, and what I'm trying to get at is, I am where I am today because of how hard I work, but doing Twitch is a hobby. It's fun. It's meant to be fun for you, for me, for the people watching, and community nights and all that shit. It's just supposed to be fun. And for you to always put, not always, but I mean, like, for you to put me, like, to hold me to such a high standard is such an honor. I never feel like I deserve it, because it is just a hobby. You know, it's not like it's some kind of... There's plenty of other streamers that work a million times harder than I do, that have personalities way better, more relatable than I do. I'm just a guy. You just happen to run into me one day by some weird chance of fate. And when you started donating and up till tonight, I still feel unworthy of it. But regardless of whatever I say, I know I can't stop you. But thank you so much. I couldn't possibly pay you back for everything you've done and the money. I can't pay you. I can't ever pay you back for it. And Pepsi, I don't want you to feel bad, or any of my other followers on Twitch. I don't want you guys to feel bad or feel any less because you don't donate. I'm only doing this now because you guys come week after week just to watch me play games, and I'm just doing a special shout out to Petey because he truly deserves it. And I can't possibly thank him enough. You don't have to feel like you need to fund for every game that comes out, and I don't want you to. I simply just... I'm so happy to know you, Kevin. You make me have hope for this world. What I do for you is just a small inkling of what you deserve. Aw. But yeah, I don't want you to feel like you need to fund for everything that comes out. Don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely happy when you do it, you know, and I'm not telling you to stop. But I also want to be sure that you're not eating instant noodles or blowing men in the alleyway just to get money to pay for me, you know. I know your situation. You said you're very comfortable, but that doesn't mean that you need to keep donating as much as you do. But I am happy to have shared this journey with you, PD, through the beginning of YouTube till now, and you know, here's to till the end of time. You know what I mean, man? But yeah, that's all I can say. The only thing I can do now is keep doing what I'm doing, and that is entertain you guys. Just keep making people happy. That's all I can do. Don't worry about it, Kevin. I do what I do because I believe in you. You're a fantastic person. You make me really happy. Thank you. But yeah, and that's what I'm just going to continue to do. And that's worth more than anything. And that's really all I can do at the end of the day is take your gift and use it to continue to make you and Pepsi and Walrus and Brad and all those other people happy, and just continue to make you guys happy. And that's the best I can do. So yeah. So on that note, I will take I will take your gift, I will take your magic, and I will pre-order, or not pre-order, but I will order right now Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, and you got it, man. Let's go on a damn adventure then. That is what I owe you, is a goddamn adventure. Party! Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna order it tonight. Maybe tomorrow if I'm too tired, but I'm gonna order it. It's gonna come in. We're gonna play and whatnot. But Monday, if you guys are still up for it, I will definitely be streaming on Monday, and maybe we could do another one of these Q&A sessions. We'll see what happens. But if I am gonna be doing a stream on Monday, it'll probably be late night, like normal, like, you know, like a 9 to 11 type deal, if that's okay with you guys. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, just doing. Is it good to buy Fix Me Stick?
What the hell is that?
It's the one for cleaning the computer.
What the hell's a fix? Wait, why do we need a Fix Me Stick?
For like malware and whatnot.
Do you feel like we need one for our computer?
I don't know.
Because if anything, if our computer goes to shit, I'll just buy a new one.
Oh, okay.
It's been treating us very good for right now. Why, is it on sale or something?
$79.
Nah.
$79.95.
To hell with it. Okay, so I'll probably do another 9 to 11 on Monday, but I might do it earlier, I might even do it later because I have Tuesday off as well. And of course Tuesday will also be a normal streaming day. But we'll do a stream on Monday, because I can't even go out because all the stores are closed because it's Labor Day. And then I'll do a Q&A as well. So I'll play some Metal Gear, that'll be fun. And then when when Final Fantasy 14 arrives, I'll start playing it, we'll go on our adventure, we'll even stream it, so it'll be cool. But thank you so much, guys, for joining me in this Q&A. You got to see my collection of games. I'll show you some more collections later in the future. But yeah, this was fun. You know, answering some silly questions, some more serious questions, some more deeper questions. And this me talking to you guys, this real talk, this was a long time coming. And please, no more collections. I'll do my PS2 collection. You watch. Save an hour for yourself. But I wanted to say what I wanted to say because it needed to be said. And I'm so happy and grateful for you guys being here with me. And let's just keep our journey going, right? Let's take it to the top. You know what? Fuck it. I'm already at the top. I'm at the top because of you guys. You guys being here with me. I couldn't ask for more, except for more followers. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. PD, thank you again for your quote-unquote magic. And yeah, so I will see you guys next time. I'll see you guys on Monday. And again, have a fantastic night, Kevin. As always, thanks for a great time. I'll see you again. There are no breaks on the Passion Train. Absolutely. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Good night. Take care.